Hello and welcome. I am Matt Taylor and this is my variety channel. Today I have another cryptocurrency video for you and I'm going to be talking once again about SafeMoon. It's been going crazy the last couple of weeks, gone ups and downs, a super huge spike and down again. And I want to talk about some things. I want to revisit the topic of the SafeMoon tax. In my previous video, my calculations were off. I was just doing kind of an estimate in my head. Serves me right for doing math in my head instead of using my calculator, and that was pointed out by a couple people. So I thought it was worth doing another video just to specifically do the correct calculations for you so you could see how that affects your investment right off the bat. And make sure whenever investing in crypto, regardless of the coin, do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. And I wanted to just make sure that you know about the tax that SafeMoon that's involved, the tax that's involved with SafeMoon when buying it and just trading it, okay, and also selling it. And so I will just revisit that topic and do the numbers once again for you so they are correct. And again, do your own research. I will put a disclaimer out there, like I did in the other video. I do own a small bag of it, not a ton. I bought a couple $100 worth of it about a month ago, and so obviously I would like to see it do well. But this video is not to hype it at all. I'm just trying to show you how the tax works, so you know that going into it. You may, after watching this video, decide you don't want to invest in it because it might be too expensive for you, and that's totally fine. That's why I'm making this video. Okay. So here is the website, safemoon.net, and you can run through this. Make sure to look at that yourself, especially if you want to buy it. If you click over here to the white paper, what I want to focus on is the tax right here. SafeMoon employs three simple functions: reflection plus LP, acquisition plus burn each trade. In each trade, the transaction is taxed a 10% fee, which is split two ways. Each trade, or each transaction, buying it is a transaction, selling it is a transaction, moving it from one wallet to another wallet or from one wallet to an exchange, that is a transaction. You get charged the 10% tax for each of those. And what happens to that 10% tax? Where does that crypto go? 5% of the fee is redistributed to all existing holders. It says all existing holders. Some people were saying that on Bitmart and Whitebit, they weren't seeing an increase. I heard from other people. I have some there. I moved some over just to test the 10% tax free, and it was. I sent over like maybe 1 million or something like that just to test it out, and it was 10%, and it hasn't gone up at all. Someone else mentioned that they only pay out earned dividends or earned rewards once a month on like Bitmart. So we'll see if that is indeed true. But if you have it on Pancake, or if you have it on like your MetaMask or in your Trust wallet, you can immediately start seeing those rewards come in. And so 5% of those fees, the 10% tax fees, are distributed across all the holders. And the other 5% is split 50-50 and is sold by the contractor BNB, with the other half of the SafeMoon tokens are paired automatically with the previous mentioned BNB and added as a liquidity pair on Pancake Swap. So that's what happens to the 10% tax on each transaction. So how does that affect your investment right away? So this is where my calculations were a little bit off. So let me try to explain it more clearly. And my intent and the messaging of that previous video is still spot on. It's just the calculations were off a little bit. Not by a ton, but enough to where it makes sense to redo this portion of the video. Here we go, and I have my calculator here so I can just show you the math on the calculator instead of doing it in my head. It's been a while since I've been in college, okay? Give me a break. Anyway, also I just appreciate everyone out there watching the video, and even the negative comments, I do appreciate any comment that you have and I'm willing to discuss or debate even in the comments, as long as you are cordial. I really don't have patience for rude people, so I might just delete it or just ignore your comment if you're rude. This world already is crazy enough with all the things going on that we could do with a lot less rude people on Facebook, on YouTube, regardless of your opinion about this coin or not. You can be a little more cordial in your discussion with people, not just me, with anyone. But I do appreciate all the comments and people that have subscribed to the channel, and look forward to making more content for you and having discussions with you. Here is how it works, okay? So the SafeMoon tax. Let's say, just as the scenario, I use the same scenario in my other video. Let's say the list price is $1 and you buy it for so you have $1 and you buy it. Most other coins, you would get roughly $1 worth of coins in your wallet once you buy it, minus a small transaction fee. So in this one, right off the bat, you would receive only 0.9 tokens, not one whole token. 0.9 tokens is what you would receive right when you buy it. So immediately, the value of your wallet for that 1.9 token is 90 cents. And I'm also, for this demonstration, we're not going to include any extra coins that you might earn. This is just if you buy it and then try to quickly sell it right away, or if you buy it, send it to another exchange and try to sell it, like if you're trying to do arbitrage. Arbitrage means you buy it low one place on one exchange, and then you send it to another exchange where it's selling higher, and you try to sell it for a higher fee to make a little bit of a profit that way. So this demonstration will show you that it's pretty tough to do that with this coin. You need to have a huge gap in price fluctuation to be able to do that. Okay, so and then what if you want to sell it right away? You buy it, it's already worth, you get 1.9 token. Once you sell it, that 10% fee, which is 9 tokens, so 0.9 times 0.1 is 9 cents, or 0.09 tokens is taken out of your supply. So really what you wind up only selling is 81 or 0.81, which gives you, if this price stays the same, gives you a value of 81 cents. And so you're like, man, right off the bat, you lost a bit there, but you not only lost, it appears that you lost 19 cents in value, but let's talk about how that's not entirely correct. So that's what I was talking about in my other video, 19 cents, and then you would need $1.19, $1.20 to break even point, but that's not true. It's higher by a few percentage, or by a few cents. So now let's look at that. If we have 0.81, that is your coins that you have. The value is 1. To get the break-even price, this is why it was hard for me to do it in my head. Anyway, you take 1, the price is $1, divide that by how many tokens you hold, 0.81. And that gives us a price of 1.234. So your break-even price to sell, if you buy it and sell it right away, is $1.234. So you need to let it rise that much. But this is just to show you, to illustrate the tax and how it affects your initial investment. What if you try to do arbitrage? Well, you would need to send that 0.81 coin, or the 0.9, you would send that to an exchange, another wallet, and then once it gets there, call it a deposit tax, call it whatever you want to do, but when it arrives there, it's only going to be 0.81 coins, like this scenario. The value will be that. And then if you try to sell it, you incur another tax. So 0.81 tokens times 0.1, and that's 0.081. You subtract that from the 0.81. 0.81 minus 0.081. And that gives us this value. So you have the tokens that are actually being sold once the tax is taken out is 0.72 or 0.729, which is that's how many tokens you now have. And so, or a value of this much. So you would have to have waited. If you buy, then move, you buy the token, then move it to an exchange where it's selling higher or whatever, you now have to wait for that list price of $1 to go up to $1.37 just to break even. So for some people, this is just too expensive of a cost. And I get it. I agree with you. If you believe in the coin and you believe that the creators of the coin can deliver what they say they can, currently I still believe that they can. I believe in their vision. I believe in the roadmap, and I'm going to give them the opportunity to prove it to me. But then again, I currently have only invested a couple $100 into this. I haven't put my life savings in there. I haven't even put, $1,000 into it. That's just that's me, okay? So the whole idea of this is so realize the expense of the tax, 10% tax out of every transaction. Once you buy it, and if you try to sell it, immediately you need that price to go up. Granted, if you're holding it for a while, you're earning more and more tokens. So that can reduce the cost a little bit for you. And if you hold it long enough and everything, pans out fine, then you can mitigate almost maybe quite a bit of that, depending on how long you held. So anyway, that's my update video for the last video. Hopefully that alleviates some concerns, and hopefully that the concerns that my calculations were wrong. Anyway, once again, my name is Matt Taylor, and this is my variety channel. Happy investing, trading with whatever coins you are investing in. If you're investing in the stock market, have a good time over there. Try to have fun. It can get pretty crazy sometimes investing. And again, always do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Take care.